Good afternoon, everyone. I want to thank everyone who is taking the last 3 to 4 minutes out of your busy day to listen to a very specific and brief message about things that are going on in our community. I also want to thank everyone who's followed me and Freedom First International and the Southern Christian Leadership Conference as we are fighting and standing in the legacy of Dr. King to bring justice to all the people of the world, bring justice to all nations and right down to the very ghettos of our country. Today, I want to thank God every day that people are awakening to pay attention, to stand up against hate and be a voice in the matter, be a strong voice in the matter, and not allow people to be oppressed, not allow people to be terrified, not allow people to be discriminated against through acts of bigotry. On 11/9 of 2016, we know that our world has changed. I say 11/9, but I really want to say 9/11 turned inside out, which is what it was when we elected a new president to the United States of America, Donald Trump, that our world has changed. And as a result of that change, we have seen expressions of hate in high schools around the country. We have seen expressions of hate to communities around the country. And I simply want to say to those who want to express themselves, if you can't be disagreeable without being violently disagreeable, then I'll tell you what, we will stand against you. We will find out who you are and we will call you out and challenge you every step of the way. And you have a fight on your hands. You are in for a struggle. I simply want to say that we are standing on the front lines to protect our community. We are standing on the front lines to protect our citizens, and we will continue to stand against hate no matter how long it takes. To the people of Mt.Greenwood and the entire Chicago community, you say that you deplore demonstrations taking place in your communities, but in your statements and expressions of hate, especially the ones who have been coming through my email and my Facebook and the groups that I've seen, I must say that you failed to express the similar concern for the long-term conditions that brought about the demonstrations. There was a young man in your community that was killed, and regardless of whatever circumstances that happened, if you agree with it, if you disagree with it, it's nevertheless what happened after that was the majority of folks in the community came out and they smeared the family with racial hatred, racial slurs as they were in mourning right when their loved one was killed. Well, I tell you what, we can't accept that, and we will not accept that. And we know that Mt.Greenwood is known for long-term hate, but guess what? A change is going to come. And any community that decides that allows this type of racial discrimination to exist, any officials who want to act outside the public interest, any police officers who decide that serve and protect is not really their protocol, but they want to take it upon themselves to hurt, kill, stand up and oppress people, well, I tell you what, we'll fight against you. Freedom first must prevail. Freedom first will prevail, and we will be on the right side of history. Again, I'm going to say it again. Freedom first must prevail. Freedom first will prevail, and we will be on the right side of history. We will prevail through love. We will prevail through dignity. We will prevail through honor, and we will prevail through freedom first. So we look forward for everyone to come out and meet our clarion call that's taking place, and keep in mind that we move forward for change. Thank you all.